Hi guys, once again this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com. I'm here today with another uh, live trade on the Cantor Exchange. But before we get into that live trade, I want to briefly explain the setup that I was trading around. This strategy is something we've been working on and off, I guess, since last year. We call this the batter ladder strategy. And what it is just basically a price ladder to replicate what you're seeing on a 0 to 100 exchange based binary option with some tools here to help you speculate on a counter trend trade. So the video that you're going to see after this, I'm doing a live counter trend trade. It's different than some of the other trades where I'm focusing very hard on trading um, pullbacks with the trend. This I'm really going to be focusing hard on using math and statistics to get a really quick uh, in and out 5 minute, probably less trade. Because one of my rules is your counter trend trading, you want to keep things as short as possible so the trend doesn't resume and come back to bite you. So let's look at the few rules we have here. This top quadrant, I want all of my lines, my yellow faster moving, my blue faster moving momentum, I want it up in this region. My yellow um, slower market momentum, I want it up in this region. My red, the slowest of my momentum indicators, I like to think of this as where are the market makers and what's going to be easiest for me to do. I want that up and above 90 in the best of worlds. And then I'm going to do a trade based on the theory that the market is indeed at a reversal and oversold. And overbought. And that's what we done in that example right there. It's 2036. Okay, let's go back and look at something real fast. Um, right here, where we're close to everything being in that area. I'm not below the 90 with my slowest indicator, my market maker indicator, and also I'm not touching this -1. Now, I'm only looking to take shorts around +1 and +2 and take longs around -1 and -2. This no man's land area or somewhere in this perfect center of the universe, I'm not looking to trade there. I'm looking to trade at extremes. So that's close, but it's not a trade. And as Jesse Ventura used to say, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So let's look at another trade. Right here, we've got everything. We're down in that quadrant. We could be a little lower on the market maker momentum timer, but that red line. But I'm not going to worry about that because we've got a really good move down. We're below the -1, on our way even to the -2, and you see that rejection and that fast move there. Probably a good idea to take that and get out with profits early if you see something like that happen. One last one. Again, pushes up. Everything's up in that region. It's 2150. Very start of a 5 minute bet. And we see that rejection again. And we go ahead and we would be shorting the market there. There are options, of course, with these binary options. And you could either short the next number up, which probably I like to do that around 70 cent, or if I get in a pinch and I'm really wanting it, maybe 70, 75 or 80 cent. Or I'm not going to, very rarely, except for that deep in the money trade I showed you guys, I'm not looking to get in any higher than that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try and see if I can actually get this tape a little bit here. Let's see if it gets filled. I'm trying to get 114.30. This is a more difficult trade because the market has been up today. This line here is 114.30. Okay, we're in and we're filled. We can see we are in our little bot MMT indicator. Everything's up in that top region, and we're looking to get some pullback. This is just a +1. Even better probably would be a +2. I got filled, but it's a little pricey. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like 3 minutes left on this trade. I'm still waiting for a turn. In a perfect world, gonna keep this moving or hovering, getting real close. Let's see what else is over here. 35. They're just dealing at the 30. 47. I want to take another one at 53. I'm just over 30. I've got 2 minutes left. Need this to get back down here. My price over here, usually pretty close to the price over here on Cantor. We got 302. We have the option, well, not anymore. Dark zone, and the market maker is gone. So we gotta ride this puppy out super tight. Guys are wrestling back and forth around our plus. Around our +1. Come on, guys, let's just pull this baby down. There goes a little pullback. Bam. And that's us. Crosswalk, strong uptrend. Super tight trade. Again, because we were going, we were selling, and all day. A very quick way to reference this. I've talked about this in other videos. We look here, we see a R2. That's R2 on the pivot points. So that shows us right there. This is a very up day. When you can see we've already crossed levels like R2, the day is already up. So, easier thing to do on an up day is always going to be to trade up with the day. That's just it. And this wasn't like an extreme level or anything, because we can see here's our resistance area here, and we weren't in that soft zone, we weren't in that hard zone yet. This is going to be painted every hour, so we weren't in that soft or hard zone for the hour. But it's cool, we eked it out. But that's kind of why that's part of the reason why that's so tight. It's easier to look for calls rather than puts when you can tell that the day is up, when you can tell even that the hour is up, because you can see here, here's where we started, the hour. So, well, the hour was probably just down just a skosh, and you can see it's just a 5 minute bet. If it would have been for a little while longer, like I said in some of the other videos when we were doing Cantor, that would have been me. That's all I had, guys. I think the platform's performing a little bit more stable, and I just wanted to tape an actual live trade. I went on in more than one. That's not something that I would recommend, especially because that wasn't a strong setup. I'm just playing over here for fun, and that's really my reasoning. I just wanted to see what would happen, and I really prefer to go in around selling around 53 as opposed to when I went in on that first contract at 22. See you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com.